Have I though? Okay. I'm slowly getting back. Yeah, there we go. From what I can, oh, it broke. From what I can tell, I'll say there, Sleepy Citrus, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Ultra Dragon Mom Boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. From what I can tell, basically, what happens is, let's see. Basically, from what I can tell, what happens is, I don't know, like Google Chrome can work, but I just have to ignore it. So yeah, I can't use, but I only have like one tab open, so I don't know what the hell's up with that. But from what I can tell, what will happen is if I touch Google Chrome, even if it's by accident, it's just gonna crash my entire computer if I'm using OBS. Don't know why. It's weird. Is that why? Because I've never had this issue before. Or at least, I've never had this issue on my old computer. And I thought it would stop after my model got smaller, but I guess it has nothing to do with my model. It's just a weird Google Chrome problem. Guys, I might crash my stream again. Will Microsoft Edge be safer? I hate Microsoft Edge. Opera GX, I don't have Firefox anymore though. I only literally have that in Edge. Will Edge crash my computer? Will that also happen? I kind of want to know. Like if I open goddamn Microsoft Edge, will it crash my computer too? It's like, no one uses that, Semi. I'm like, I could. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. Yeah, anyway. Let's see. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, damn. Edge should be safe. It isn't as bad as it used to be. I mean, yeah, I have nothing against Edge. I just don't really... I have everything saved on my Microsoft. Let's see. Oh, hey, Alvin, hello, though. Okay. Let me restart. Oh, alright. And let me also bring the next map back. Anyway, yes, we are back. Hello. Okay. Let's see. Let's hope we don't have any spoilers in here. We might though, because my computer crashed. Let's see. Okay, good. So yes, okay. No, the real question is... Nope, okay, fine. Jeez. Okay. Damn. Alright. Let's get you switched over to the right one. Nope, not you. I know you're here somewhere. There it is. Why are all those things null? I don't want to just download, like, I mean, I guess I could technically just download just a specific browser for when I'm using OBS, since, you know, Chrome is like FU. I don't know. Anyway. But I have prepared myself. Unless just using Windows is gonna kill me. But, let's see. So I have some pics of the Goofster, the Goofination. You got some pictures of the Goofination here. Okay. All right. Oh boy, I gotta figure out how to translate this nonsense. Okay. I'm gonna pull this out. We're gonna put you over here. Let's see. Come on. Okay, so we must translate this to my person. All right. I'll have to like probably upload the VOD in 2 pieces, but it might just be one. I don't know. It might. Yeah, I'll probably do that after stream, not now. Hey there, Howl. Hello, hello. Fun fact. What are we fun facting today? A sketch layer. Oh, no. Okay, and we're gonna do sketches. Okay. All right. So there's an animation glitch in Kingdom Hearts where if Goofy is the only partially on a ledge, he will go into a loop of walking animation that looks like he's jorking it. You guys are weird. Like I feel kind of bad sometimes because like so many people I know are into Kingdom Hearts and I'm just kind of over here just being the mom, being like, that's great, honey. I'm proud of you. Okay, so let me do my favorite way of designing outfits. You're like, Semi, how do you design outfits badly? But I'm gonna do my favorite. Oh, let me warm up right quick. Wah, 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 and hoo-wah. Hoo-wah, 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 hoo-wah. All right. Oh god, do I even have my old one? Okay, so one second, let me see if I could find the, I lied. I have done a Goofy ASMR before. You're probably wondering, how in the fippity fap did that happen? Let me see if I could find my, the very first model I actually had to dress up as Goofy, because apparently this is becoming a weird pattern that I hate. Let's see, where can I find it? Is it in here? No. Future outfits? No. Let's see if I could find like that one time I actually dressed up as Goofy. It should be under PNGs maybe? It's PNGs. Not that one. Where did I? PNGs. I think it'd be under 2.0. God. Let's see. Originals. Oh, I found it. Oh, question, but how long is your tail? I don't know because I don't measure and it keeps changing. Is this what I'm looking for? Oh god, yep, here it is. Ugh. So the first time I dressed up as Goofy was this nonsense. This is the first time I dressed up as Goofy, and this is back when my tail was hilariously short. So yeah, this happened before. I forgot this happened before. Oh god, that looks so bad. I'm starting to notice a pattern here and it's getting a little disturbing. Do I just do this every 3 years or something? No, it's not cute. Goofy low-key hot. What are you talking? No, we're not gonna shrimp after weird Goofy cosplay. Oh god. Fun fact, humans emit a faint bioluminescent light that is too weak to see by the naked eye. That means that's why monsters can always find you in the dark. Okay, so back to what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing a warm-up. I don't have to do a warm-up, but I will continue to do a warm-up. I'll do whatever I want. Semi-Goofy is my new Oshi. Get out of here! Oh god. I should have just made a PNG, but no, I had to commit to the bit. No, I have to make a whole-ass model all for this. Well, not make a new model, but actually model this onto my clothes. I can do Mickey Mouse voice now. It's cute and wholesome in the geek way. Oh lord. Also, you don't. If you're in my chat, you do not have to tag me. Because I can see you. And I do assume you're just talking to me by default. So, don't make a habit of tagging me, just because it gets weird after a while. Let's see here. Alrighty. So we're gonna just do what I tend to do to plan outfits, which is Super simple. I do super simple. Yeah. Plus, I don't think my chat moves fast enough to warrant that. Because I can understand that becoming a habit, like in bigger chats, but I don't think my chat's big enough for that. There we go. Okay. So let me go ahead and... Oh, that is too big. She's too big. There we go. Okay. Goofy and Mickey ASMR. No! Like, hopefully, if I can get this done in a decent time, I'll see. I'm gonna aim for next Friday. That's gonna be the aim, anyhow. I'm gonna aim for next Friday, since I will be able to be on a weekend. Let's see here. Ready. There we go. Yes, whenever I plan outfits, I always just have this really awkward, you know, format here. That is not quite what I was looking for. Ready. No, don't move that. And move you back over here. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, I think it'll probably just be casual, goofy ASMR nonsense. So whatever the frick I'm doing. Okay, what is up with this leg situation here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't know if I'm gonna have my hair down. I'm not gonna have it up in the bun though. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna have it up. There we go. I'm not gonna have it up in the bun. Pants. There we go. See, Twitch, it's censor wear. Censor wear. Oh. And my tail. Okay, there we go. Like, Semi, is your tail getting longer? It probably is. Like, gonna be like 20 feet long by the time I'm done. Release the hair. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. I know how to use this thing now, so I can just do this. There we go. Okay. So. Okay, so this is my default here. And so let's see here. So the main things here is gonna be the weird hat. So I'm gonna draw that in green. Let's see. So we got because I got my horns here. Let's see. Because it's it'll probably just have to sit in between my horns, honestly. You got your googles, and then the whatever the fuck this is. And then this weird beret situation. Tail's getting longer with age. Oh god. Let's see here. So we got that, and then for the oh yeah. So the goofy. There we go. And then let me look at this other. Okay. So he has like a turtleneck. So I'm gonna have to. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sweaty. So we're gonna have that. I probably have this like that with a giant chunky zipper. He has why does this outfit look kind of cool though? Like why Goofy got the drip, as the kids say. He's got the drip, man. And have these these comically huge pants. Just comically huge pants at the belt. You have to do this as biblically accurate as possible. So gigantic pants. What's happening here? I mean, I am an old individual, so this is gonna be this is gonna be like a just sexy turtleneck, I guess. So we got sexy turtleneck. Probably not, just because rigging, I have to rig this, and rigging that will be a pain in the butt. Got some rolled up sleeves here. Rolled up sleeves. And he has like this weird arrow thing. Why am I cosplaying? Goofy always been cool. We just like, I mean, Goofy's been cool, but I didn't expect his outfit to be cool. That's more what I'm talking about. I'm just like, wait, that's outfit look kind of cool though. At least the shoes are easier this time. Let's see. So we got the absurdly low crotch area. I'm like, good lord, that is low. Like half my body. Let's see here. Okay, and then he has whatever the fuck this is. Oh, the rolls. I like how everything is just rolled up on Goofy for no reason. Let's see here. And just God, there's some baggy ass hands. I look like I look like a Pokemon. This looks weird. And then we have the zipper. I'm gonna look so wonky in this, y'all. I'm gonna look weird in this. Do I have to put the gloves on? Yes. Put the stupid gloves on. I gotta put the gloves on. So I'm gonna have to put the gloves on. These big old gigantic dough gloves. I'm so glad you guys never see like the back of my hands, so I don't have to worry that much. Like if there's, I'm gonna make them comically huge. It's like, look, everyone just is being terrible Goofy cosplay. Okay. So this will be pretty simple. We got more pockets for some reason. Why is there so many pockets? Like, dear Kingdom Hearts, why do you have all these pockets? You don't even put anything in them. Why are they like this? And then shoes. Bitch, don't wear no socks. So we got this ankle situation. Let's see. And so he's got this line back here. We're just gonna make these comically huge so I don't have to worry about it. Just comically huge clown shoes. Okay, but at least his shoes are pretty easy. Oh man, I'm gonna look goofy as hell, but this is gonna be lore accurate. How else I don't know, because they don't take anything out of these pockets. They just have them there. Okay, so this is the goof. This is how I'm gonna be wearing this Goofy outfit. You know, being very booberly about it. Now as for the rest of me, what am I gonna do with my hair? What am I gonna do with my hair? Let's see. So we got my horns here, and then we got horns. Okay. So when it comes to my, oh, I got ears. Let's see. So when it comes to my hair, though, because I don't want to make a new hairstyle for this nonsense. Because otherwise I'd have to make 2 really long braids to symbolize his hair. And I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. Like, I am not making long ass braids for Goofy's stupid hair, for Goofy's weird ear things. Let's see. Sammy, I got a weird question. What is your question? I assume I'd also just put these in here too. You ever seen Goof Troop? On occasion, yeah. I'll probably just have them be a part of the hair, actually. There you go. But what am I gonna do for my hair? I probably still have my bangs. The bangs will probably still be a thing. I don't have to put that much detail back there. Finally, someone else who knows about Goof Troop. Goof Troop was like fun. It was cute. See, that was yeah, like Goof Troop was adorable. I love Goof Troop. Pistol was still one of my favorite characters. I watched Goof Troop. Like Goof Troop was like a part of that really weird, like normal, I don't know how to describe it. Like there was this weird thing at the time, like back in the 80s, like mostly the 90s, where like stuff was just kind of made weirdly normal, and I thought that was just kind of a thing. Along with Quack Pack. Okay, so See, I watched it too, along with both I do like the Goofy movies. I think what I might do, just for simplicity's sake, is I might just go ahead and have the ponytail with it, just to. I'll probably take some of. There we go. I'll probably not have the front bangs be too long, but I'll probably just do this. I'll just have the ponytail hairstyle with it because it makes a little bit more sense to me. Goof Troop, Timon and Pumbaa were my shows. I loved Tailspin. Tailspin is great. The reimagining of Jungle Book as 1930s C playing Goofy in the worst way. Launchpad was like my jam, obviously. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. DuckTales, Darkwing were yeah, for me it was like Tailspin, Tailspin, DuckTales, and My Little Pony. Anyone seen Gargoyles? Yeah, I've seen Gargoyles. My favorite character was Owen before I realized he was a weird, goofy ferryman, and then I decided never gonna speak about him again. Because, like, people don't understand. I love characters like Owen who are so freaking serious to an absurd degree. And you don't see characters that serious anymore. Everyone's always like secretly a toxic boyfriend or some shit. I like Xanatos, but not as much as I liked that one. Joan the Book shows they were kid. Yeah. Like, it was like, I always got so, like, when I was a kid, I didn't understand the idea of reimagining. So I'm just kind of like, I legitly thought when I was a kid that Tailspin was literally the Jungle Book 10 years later. Like, I swore about that. Also, hey, Serbian, hello. Mickey House of Mouse. She's interested in she's interested in watching it, but got to find time to sit down and show her Gargoyles. Gargoyles was good. That show was intricate for a kid show. Like, damn. These Buzz Lightyear. I never really got into Buzz Lightyear, but I heard it was pretty good. Until then, I'm gonna keep mentioning it at random times, as one does. Okay, so this is gonna be the outfit. So that looks good. I'm going to. Oh wait, let me save, because that might be a good idea. Okay, let me go ahead and save. This is okay, 34 Goofy SMR outfit. There we go. Gargoyles, the Disney show actually allowed the existence of a ghost. I always forgot the Little Mermaid. Like, the Little Mermaid had a show, Hercules had a show, Aladdin had a show. Aladdin and Hercules crossed over, weirdly enough. Just about anything that existed had a show. You had Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, The Weird Obsession with Gadget. There was like a lot of stuff back then, and a lot of them would sometimes cross over sometimes. Let's see. I also remember Timon and Pumbaa and the Tarzan Adventures or something. Yeah, Tarzan had one. I think Belle also had a show, but I think she just had a bunch of movies. They had a bunch of midquels. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch had a show. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Disney capitalized on what they had, man. They're like, you know, no, we will capitalize on everybody. Okay, so now I gotta do my makeup. Yeah. Yeah, Tarzan was pretty good. My parents still have the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers duffel bag and Tailspin backpack from the late 80s. Oh my god. Yeah, unfortunately, I fell into the weird life, the weird world of My Little Pony, Gem and the Holograms, Pirates of Dark Water, Marshall Bravestar, and He-Man. I fell into that weird category. Kim Possible was the... I because I'm old as hell, I didn't get into a lot of the newer shows. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast just had direct-to-video midquels, and it was just episodes of the canceled show. Oh, that made sense. I think one of my favorite ones is one of my favorite Disney midquels was the weird Christmas one, where like the Beast was like acting like Phantom of the Opera, and this old organ was like, he wants the Beast to be depressed so he can come back to playing with him. And I'm like, ew, that's kind of horrible. He's like, ah, yes, the young master no longer having the Christmas spirit, he will come back and spend time with me, the creepy old man who totally didn't try to groom him. Oh, it's so weird. Pirates of Darkwater mentioned, I forgot. Yep, Pirates of Darkwater is Beast, as the kids say. I'll be old for talking about these things. I remember that movie. The organ scared the shit. The organ was so creepy. Like, the organ was creepy as hell, and I did not understand. I'm just sitting here being like, because again, I'm a little kid, and I'm thinking, you know, no, I think I was like a teenager by the time that came around. But I'm sitting there being like, when they get turned back into humans, is Belle gonna be okay? Wait, no, the organ dies or something. I think he dies at Caven or whatever, you know? The organ who was, yeah, he was voiced by Tim Curry. We also had like Fern Gully. Anybody remember Fern Gully? You know, Save the Tree. Like, Fern Gully was just the Lorax, only sexier, you know? And also gayer somehow because of the whole like singing Smog thing, you know? Yeah, talk shit loud. God, movies were so weird back then. Like, movies were so freaking weird back then. Like, I'm just sitting here being like, because like that was like, I think it was like the 80s or 90s, because you had Zach, who's just like, oh, he's like hip and cool with his stupid blonde mullet. Like, he's just kind of like he's like herder, you know? Wait, like, yeah, he had like this weird hairstyle, you know? And he had like he's just like, yeah, he's like, I got a spray can because I work for a lumber company. I don't need to or anything, you know, I have a mullet. Like, and he's like, I'm gonna not do my job because a hot fair girl told me to. Oh man. Tim Curry played Sonic's father-in-law. What the hell? Oh my god. He was Long John Silver. I remember that one. This is Sam. Okay, thank you very much for lurking. But like, Tim Curry was weird whenever he showed up anywhere. He was definitely like the guy who had a creepy voice, but he was just a completely normal person, you know? But I love that about him. He was very fun. The Tim Curry, but not the food curry. Not the dabbing. He played King Acorn? Really? Huh. He just showed up whenever he felt like, isn't it? It's like, do you need someone who sounds evil? Who's not Jeremy Irons? Get Tim Curry. Like, there you go. Oh shit. There we go. Is I just it's like, just get you. It's like, ah, yes. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna have this big old collar situation. I mean, no, it's like that. All right. Well, I must sleep now. Work early. I did donate blood and to the vampires today. Happy to catch your stream again. Love you. Okay, bye now. Have a good sleep. Okay, bye-bye. Let's see. Okay. So since I've decided I'm still gonna have my bangs and everything. I'm just gonna have this freaking terrible goofy silhouette. Okay, so my eyes are gonna be there. So I'm still gonna have my bangs. Okay, because that is one of my signatures. However, I'm not gonna have a lot going on there. Goofy is not my favorite show. It's just Goofy got attached to me. I again, for me, for some, wait, let me look it up. Was My Little Pony on Disney? Was My Little, shit, I can't spell. One second. My, I'm pretty sure it was. Okay, good. Yes. My Little Pony was actually my favorite show on Disney. It was on it was probably on ABC Kids, but no, for basically because I watched the earlier generations before it was cool, but it was on the Disney Channel in the 90s. I unironically like My Little Pony. It's weird, and I will continue to tell people about how great it is. Most of the stuff I watched was on VHS, but that was one of the few things that was on the Disney Channel that I liked. I also liked Gummy Bears. Anybody remember Gummy Bear? I vaguely remember there was a movie where they fought Satan. Was it Satan or was it like not Hordak? T-Rick. There was a T-Rick at one point, you know? He also like turned into a hot guy by 80s standards. 90s standard, he turned into a bearded man, you know. I know he mixed with the theme song together. I was like, Gummy Bears, something everywhere. Oh, the goat guy? Oh, I can't remember. Like, My Little Pony's an old franchise, man. Like, everyone got into it when it was quote-unquote cool, but it was always cool. Terrible, but cool. People could fight me. Let's see here. Like, I always like just the weird things, because like sometimes they would just get weird powers that made no sense, you know. Like, ponies were great. Yeah, but the Gummy Bears were very funny though. I also liked a lot of the shows where they were special species, but they could only do special things if they ate or drank a specific thing. Like, that was always funny as shit. They're like, you have the gummy bears, but they can only do the gummy part if they drink the weird gummy bear juice or some shit. And the villain is always trying to steal their stuff. You know? Groger? Oh, God damn it. I might have to go through and just find every old ass, like, My Little Pony movie. Because they be doing some weird stuff. I remember him looking less like it, going more like... I'd have to look up, because I also like Strawberry Shortcake. Not Disney, but you know what? It was my childhood. The original Dungeons and Dragons, you know, with like the OG crew. Which, fun fact, in the Among Thieves movie, they make a cameo in like the background because they get rescued. But I was so happy when I saw them. Because this was also back in the day where black people were this weird mythical thing that never showed up in cartoons. So like the fact that Dungeons and Dragons had a main character who was unambiguously black made me happy. She was like an acrobat, which I don't even think was a class in D&D at the time, but I don't care. She was beautiful. God, what was her name? Like Diane or something? Like none of them made sense. You just bought that, like, I just like how they all get isekai. Like D&D, Dungeons and Dragons back in like the 80s or 90s, that was a straight up isekai, and all these kids want to do is go home. And I'm like, this is literally an isekai anime. Oh, it wasn't Classic Money. Okay. But like, like these kids get straight up isekai by a tiny old man, and they just want to go home. She's still canon? Oh my god, I didn't know. That means this bitch never got to go home. Nobody got to go home. Like, the fact that their tank is technically a little boy is also funny. Because, like, the little boy is a barbarian. And I'm like, kid, you should be raging constantly. I mean, I guess it wasn't a thing in the first game. But, like, can you imagine him as an adult? He's like, look, I've been in this goddamn world since I was a child. I will rage. And everyone else, I don't remember what anyone else was, but like, I think it was like a thief or something because Rogue didn't exist yet. He had like, their leader was a ranger. I'm not sure how that was allowed to be a thing. You know? They all grew up and they traveled the multiverse they never got home. Oh my god. They're like, all we wanted, they're like the one of the few teenage isekai protagonists who want to go home, and everyone's like, fuck you, you're staying here. What show creeped you out as a kid? For me, it was Courage the Cowardly Dog, and this lost show called Phantom Investors from Nick. When I was a kid, I didn't get creeped out by shows. I was creeped out by movies because most shows just didn't quite get there. Now, some of them I do remember vividly, like The Sponge or something from like Goosebumps, or the Are You Afraid of the Dark? But I can't remember anything that happened in Are You Afraid of the Dark? Movies though, movies got me. Movies terrified the fuck out of me. Like, Little Nemo is a terrible movie, but that thing gave me nightmares as a child. Little Nemo, Jurassic Park, the first one. That thing scared me so much I couldn't watch anything with dinosaurs in it for the longest time. I didn't love dinosaurs, mind you, but I couldn't watch anything that had a potential of a T-Rex in it. With not even Barney, which I was like one of those, like, I didn't like Barney per se, but like, Barney was a part of my life, whether I like, because everyone else in my family loved Barney. I sent you a picture of what they looked like in 5e. Let me look. Let me see. I gotta see this. Let's take a look. Oh, damn! These people legitimately got stuck in this cave forever! Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so sad. They never got to go home. They're just straight up stuck there. They're like, look, we had lives. I was scared of the Predator in the first Predator movie. You know what I'm thinking? If the kids from Dungeons and Dragons ever go home, they're probably gonna get the Narnia dilemma, where they're gonna spend an absurd amount of time in the D&D world, you know, and then they finally get to go home and they're all like 12 again. They also added their weapons to the new magic unit. Oh, cool. I imagine they'd be legendary by this point. Because I know like their enemy is actually one of the I don't know if he's a major villain in D&D itself. Probably. I don't know. All I know is that there was a unicorn, and the girl with who's the acrobat was like my favorite character solely because she was black. And she actually looked good. Like, she was actually smart and shit, you know? Like, she was adorable. Let me see. Okay. So let me figure out what me makeup is looking like. Here. But like, movies, like, it's one, because I also like, no, I also admit I do have weird taste, because I also liked Thundar the Barbarian, and that thing is completely wild. Oh yeah, I remember seeing the Elmsmeister in Baldur's Gate 3. Thankfully, he never met the djinn that turned people into cheese. Oh god. Venture isn't really, they were supposed to give him a stack block soon. Oh, okay. Let's see. Like, it's kind of interesting that these characters, who I thought were just a one-off thing, just kind of became integrated into the lore. Because they were very interesting characters. Fun fact, D&D was the D&D show cartoon was the first time I've ever encountered characters who did not look their age. Because they were like these random people who, like, they just lived for a very long time, but they were like furry people, but not furries. They were like Sasquatches or something. And they lived like an absurdly long time. And I'm like, what the fuck? And little did I know, they're just fuzzy elves. Oh my god, Space Ghost Coast to Coast I liked more. I was not quite old enough to know about Space Ghost OG, but I did love Space Ghost Coast to Coast. That was funny. like Like Space Ghost Coast to Coast was like my favorite thing ever. It was like, it was such a, then like, what was the other thing? Not Deep Space Nine, but the weird sea base that was just like old Hanna-Barbera cartoons chopped up. Like, even though like Disney like had all these characters, I think I liked the way Cartoon Network behaved like everybody was just working at an office. That was like one of my favorite things about Cartoon Network, is that they literally just had a bunch of Hanna-Barbera cartoons and they're like, everybody just works at the studio or some shit, you know? And they had like, I think it's also their fault that I keep shipping Race Bannon with Betty Rubble, because they kept making it canon. Like, and it was like the funniest shit ever. I'm just like, that Race Bannon is Bam Bam's dad. People can fight me. Like, Barney is sterile, and that's why he was okay with it. He's like, look, Betty, I can't give you a kid, but you know, I know you and Race Bannon have a thing, so you know, I'm willing to look the other way, you know, or some shit. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Like, it was very funny. I was able to watch the OG series because Boomer Action, the action block on Boomerang. Not Barney sitting on the cooking stone, please. I'm dying. I can't. Not the cooking stone. Oh god. See, like I'm like, ah, yes, we will not derail into anything weird this time, and then here we are. I like how you just typoed twice. But don't worry, you got it. We now know it is Barney and not Barnett. It's like, ah, yes, Barnett, my favorite Flintstones resident. Sorry, Bedrock resident, because Flintstone is not the name of the city, it is the name of the weirdo that lives next door. Cartoon Network shorts are great. Like, Cartoon Network is just a very interesting like thing. I like, because a lot of people don't know what it's like to be a kid back in the day, where cartoons were literally something you only really got to see in the afternoon, and like you only got to see them in the afternoon. But even then, it was mostly Saturday morning. You got Saturday morning, and then eventually you started getting cartoons in the afternoon. And then Cartoon Network came along and be like, we're gonna have cartoons all day. And I'm like, oh shit. Cartoon Network City Where They Live Together, and the shorts I liked as much as the actual show. I like one of my favorite things was how were two characters connected to one another. And it was like really funny how they would just literally just ad-lib a bunch of nonsense. Or my favorite thing about, like, you know, Velma not leaving the house without her orange socks. Like stuff like that. Or Josie. My favorite show when I was a kid, weirdly enough, my favorite show of all time, like actual active TV show, because I'm weird, was actually Josie and the Pussycat. I love that show so much. I knew the song. I knew the song by heart. I watched every episode, and I was super tempted to enter a sweepstakes where you had to sing the song. I didn't, because I was shy. Now, I don't remember shit about Josie and the Pussycats now, nor did I realize they're connected to Archie of all things. Did not know that. But but I used to love Josie and the Pussycats. Like, they just seemed so interesting to me. Like, out of all the band 70s, 60s, 70s cartoon band playing thing, when there was a lot of them, Scooby-Doo did that for a while. Like, I think Scooby-Doo might have been the first one. I don't know. But I'm like, out of all the teenagers play in a band and solve mysteries or some shit, Josie and the Pussycats was like my favorite one. And I don't even know why. It just kind of, you know, I don't know. Hey Vashti, hello at all. I love how I'm hopping in just to feel old. Hi Vashti, how are you? Samurai Jack was really good too. Like I like Samurai Jack. It's besides also like Vashti. It's okay to be old. Join me at the old folks' home. Scooby was the original bunch of copycat. The bunch of copycats I see. EPSL, go to sleep. Go to sleep anyway. But I remember like I remember Jabberjaw. Jabberjaw was weird. Like there was Jabberjaw. You also had Josie and the Pussycats. What was the other one? Doombuggy or some crap? Like there was a lot of weird ones. I have streamed today. Show I can't. Guess you can't. Take a nap. Like Samurai Jack is good. It's kind of sad that it seemed to just fall off weirdly, but nah. Speed Buggy. Yeah, Speed Buggy. There was so many of these things. One thing I loved was one time Cartoon Network did like a kind of through the music tribute with Josie and the Pussycats, where they were doing just a bunch of styles through the ages. And it was really funny. Like they did country, they did like 90s techno or some crap. They did something else. I don't remember, but they did like a bunch of just really off the wall like music styles. It was very funny. Like it was very funny. I'm like, man, I would have loved to see them do memes. People don't leave me that Hanna-Barbera both made a Godzilla cartoon and made it another of their Scooby-Doo ripoffs. Yeah, they did Kiss too. Scooby-Doo is a weird franchise though. Like Scooby-Doo is so weird because like because Scooby-Doo has like some of the weirdest crossovers I've ever seen. Because I remember I was a little kid when they did like the Witch's Ghost, you know. But Scooby-Doo be weird though. Like I'm just like, why does Scooby-Doo have so many weird crossovers? This is so bizarre. Like Scooby-Doo ain't got no daggone reason to be as influential as it is, you know. Fun fact, someone actually thought about it, and I'm like, and I agree with this, and people can fight me, but when they said that the Mystery Inc. could solve like the mystery of who is L from Death Note, or who is Kira from Death Note, and I'm like, oh my god, you know what? I think they could, because like they all have really weird stats. It was a bunch of scientists. Godzilla's nephew, Godzuki. I remember Godzuki. As they travel from island to island, finding mad scientists and their kaiju. And they had a button to summon Godzilla. God, I remember Godzuki. Godzuki was so weird. I was just like, not Godzuki. I don't know. One of you Todo lovers, do they ever bring Godzuki back, or do they do anything with Godzuki in the Todoverse? I'm curious. It's like, is Godzuki canon in the Todoverse? You know. Let's see here. Go. You know, Toho. God damn it. Sorry, Toho. I don't watch Godzilla. Yeah, Toho. And see, they do crossover for years, and I remember the OG Scooby show had a crossover with Batman and Robin. Yeah, but they tried to bury it. Oh. But yeah, they like Scooby-Doo also had a crossover with the Addams Family, Kiss, John Cena, and a lot of wrestling characters actually. Yeah, it's so weird. And I'm like, I wouldn't want it any other way, because Scooby-Doo be funny. But yeah, let's see. Like, yes, me in the horrifying cosplay. Okay. Why do I look like a low-key stupid like Kingdom Hearts character? Someone get me out of here. Half the show was put on DVD, which is incredibly rare, and I own all 3. Of course you would. Lord, now I'm thinking about all the media I watch on a yearly basis. If you want to know, my playlist for the month/year is Raggedy Ann and Andy, A Musical Adventure, The Point, Just the point. Specifically narrated by Ringo Starr, not the other one because it sounds stupid. Every single 1970s Dr. Seuss special except for Daisy Head Maisie because I hate that bitch. The Last Unicorn because I unironically love the music of The Last Unicorn. Zombie Island and Reluctant Werewolf were my favorite. Reluctant Werewolf was really cute. And they owned all of Godzilla on their DVD or Blu-ray. I just remember Godzilla show based on the oh my god, the one with Zilla. The weird little not Godzilla who just traipses around New York. Okay, there we go. And so I'm gonna just do the quickest inking of this just so I can see what my color scheme is gonna be. So, yeah. All right. Good. Anyway. Yeah, that one. Okay, long hello at all. Zilla Jr. Can I drop my hottest, most controversial Hanna-Barbera take? Yes. I want it sizzling. What's going on, man? We don't speak of that movie. Zilla never happened. It's so bad that I might get super canceled. Tell me. I need to know. We all need to know. See, and it had a scene where it predicted AI art of all things. That is so weird. That is weird and bizarre. I'm gonna put this down for a second. Go. Because I'm just gonna make it super loose. I don't need to make this that bad. Anyway. There are Japanese Godzilla movies where the movie is canon. What? Scrappy-Doo did nothing wrong and deserves a comment. Not a Scrappy-Doo defender. Really? That's the hill you're gonna die on, huh? Scrappy-Doo? Well, I have news for you. I don't know. Scrappy-Doo ain't that bad. Like, he had like one bad movie where obviously the director hate him, but Scrappy-Doo was kind of cute, you know? It's heart attack now. We talked about Zilla as a wonderful concept. Like, I don't know, like Scrappy-Doo is like yeah, he's bad in that one movie, but he's like in his original series that he was in, he was okay. He wasn't that bad, you know? Give Scrappy-Doo a chance. After Velma, Scrappy is hailed as our savior. Man, people did not like the new Velma show, did they? Damn. I will defend Scrappy-Doo like he is a maiden and must be defended. Oh my god, just imagine like Raikoi literally just making this crying like video. Leave Scrappy-Doo alone. I can't. He literally saved the franchise. No. Oh my god. And then Scrappy somehow became the best part of the Velma show because he killed Velma. Damn. Good one on just Scrappy. Scrappy is always like, I've always been fascinated by Scrappy because like, I don't know which of the series, but they actually do kind of show you that like Scrappy's mom is just straight up dead. She's just dead. This isn't like a case of like, you know, oh, ambiguous aunt or whatever. She's just straight up dead, and like, and you get to see little baby puppy Scrappy. It was cute. Velma was obviously a mindly killing infant. What the fuck? And it was horrible. Okay. I'm not even joking. Scooby was about to be canceled, and Scrappy-Doo helped get people watching. I mean, Scrappy-Doo was adorable. And her voice acting was so bland and monotone throughout the whole thing. Damn! It was the... Oh, okay. Like, but yeah, like, Scrappy has always been an interesting character, and I think because, Scrappy's one of those characters because he technically he's just like Freddy as a tiny dog, isn't he? Like, I mean, I don't know. I think he's braver than Freddy is, but like, Scrappy's literally just a tiny Freddy. So I don't know why people are so mean about him. That white at Velma, that was an entitled woman cosplaying as Velma. Okay. Oh man. I remember people were like talking about that, like, one of the Hex girls actually shows up in the Velma show, and everyone was upset because she just looks older. And they're like, why didn't they go back to making her hot? Why did they make her old and saggy? Women don't do that. This is not me defending Velma, by the way. I never watched and will never watch that show, but the discourse that I keep seeing about it is really fucking funny. Like, it's hard for me to take anything seriously when everyone's like, people rarely mention the stuff that's actually wrong, and they're just like, woman aging, and I'm like, are you serious? Guys, no. It's so dumb. I think it was because Scrappy became way too big and he just replaced most of the crew. That makes sense. Hey Phantom, hello. I don't know, I didn't know you were doing a stream day. I thought you were stepping away from streaming permanently until further notice. No, I'm gonna be doing it in, like, after next week. So as of the my last stream is gonna be on the 19th. So my last stream is gonna be on the 19th. Scrappy Do Hate is like pineapple pizza. Pineapple pizza hate. Some people say he's a crime because he became a meme, a funny meme. Timmy, if you actually defend Velma, we might have to. I'm not defending Velma. She looked like a trailer trash mom that aged 80 years. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of us women do look like that. Some of us start off as adorable goth girls and then just turn into shriveled old hags that smoke too many cigarettes. I know, so welcome in, how are you? But no, for the record, I am not defending Velma. I'm not defending art direction with the Hex lady. I just thought the discourse was very funny. That's all. Because people were getting weird about it. There we go. The best version of Scooby-Doo is Mystery Incorporated. I can't watch Velma. The first scene was just like, it seemed very, I don't know, shows like that always kind of throw me off because they kind of, especially when you look at who made it, because it's like a lot of times they're saying, oh, it's woke nonsense, but then you look at who actually made the stupid thing, and I'm just kind of like, are y'all doing that weird thing where you're just making a bunch of straw people to make everyone hate the original thing? Because that's kind of weird, you know? It was a very weird show. Okay, Twitch Mobile is pissing me off. Oh, what are you doing, Twitch Mobile? Mystery Incorporated was actually one of the best things. One thing I've always kind of liked is like whenever the show did anything, or whenever there was a new Scooby-Doo show, they always did something interesting with Daphne of all characters. Though, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, Freddy developing a weird thing for traps is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. Fred wrestled with his love for Daphne and traps. I know we can't use that word anymore, but like, that was also a very funny coincidence. But anyway, but yeah, him having just like, what was it, like Trap Monthly or some crap? It was the funniest thing ever. I'm just like, Freddy, do you need to tell us something? Like I don't know. I just like the idea that he just really loved traps. Hot biker Daphne from the 80s woke up suddenly in preteen Michael. Oh man. Velma getting dumped for the dog, yep. Is lagging stream every few seconds, so I'm sorry. Hopefully it'll behave. Okay, I'm just gonna make this look as simple as possible, because this is just for me to test colors. So we do not have to make it super de-dupe or anything. Well, at least my inking's gotten better. Anyway, to be fair, Freddy, the boy needs a hobby. He do. Freddy was kind of bland in the beginning. He was just like, come on, gang, you know, because you had Velma being the smart one. You had Scooby and Shaggy being comic relief, you know, and they had Daphne getting in, like, okay, Daphne kind of transitioned a little bit. She went from constantly being like the damsel in distress to being just amazingly badass for no reason, but I was here for it. Like, Daphne was great because she would just be like, and people kind of forget she did have a catchphrase. Like, I think everybody except for like Freddy had one, but hers was like Jeepers or something. So, you know, you have like, you know, you have and I think maybe it just sounded too close to Jinkies, but yeah, like Daphne would literally just go Jeepers. You know, like, but everyone kind of just ignored it or something. I don't know. I think her screaming from falling in a trap or something was just more iconic. Yeah, Daphne had a it was a Jeepers, it's the creeper. But yeah, Daphne had a catchphrase. The only one who didn't was Freddy, because he didn't need one, because he was, you know, the dad or something. I don't know. I don't know why Freddy never had a catchphrase, but whatever. That was a martial arts belt in. Yeah, she had she did martial arts. I also did like the angle they took where she actually did believe in ghosts and was trying to prove the existence of ghosts. That was a cute angle they took her with too. Like, Daphne had such good main character potential. I know it was called Scooby-Doo, but like Daphne also had just some really good like main character energy about her. You know, I think that's why she started having random rich cousins all over the place, even in space. Like the random Daphne, whatever her last name is, but the random Daphne clan was all over the frickin' place for some reason. Like, you go anywhere, you're just gonna find a weird Daphne clone. like it was like the weirdest thing. But it's kind of like, doesn't matter, like, but she would always, like, she had the weirdest gimmicks associated with her. There we go. Fred does not say that. The Blake clan is everywhere. I am stupid. Why did I do that? Silly goose. Anyway. Play Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, where she became a famous paranormal investigator. Yes. I liked that. I liked, but yeah, I liked when she was trying to prove that ghosts existed. You know, her and Freddy having this really weird, you know, that's when I, like, because when I was a kid, I did not realize that they could be read as romantically involved. I kind of thought everybody was just friends, you know? So I'm just kind of like, so when Zombie Island happened, I'm just like, wait, are these two a thing? What? Since when? Since when, movie? You know, I'm just like, when did Daphne and like him have a chance to do anything? 13 Ghosts. Oh my god, that reminds me of like the movie 13 Ghosts. That movie was very stupid. Don't watch 13 Ghosts or Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship is also stupid. But you know, people forget Velma had a crush on Fred. What? No. No. Really? Really? No. Velma? Damn, apparently. Now I'm just imagining like Scooby-Doo reimagined as an anime, except it's just a harem that's just around Freddy. You know? Yeah. It's like the next reboot of Scooby-Doo is just gonna be Freddy's harem. Oh my god. Oh my god. What if they called it Scooby-Doo Life and it's just them in high school? They're doing high school mysteries with the dog for some reason. And it's just the harem of Freddy. That's horrible. That still sounds less awkward than the time. Oh my god, yeah, Velma did date Shaggy. Oh god. Scooby-Doo lore is weird. It's canon. Velma has a thing for himbos. No. It's also canon that she gets a girlfriend with Hot Dog. Ooh. Okay, why would you name... That's just a nickname, I'm assuming, but why... No. Because I'm sorry, maybe I'm the only one who ever thinks about this, but I'm assuming whenever they do anything intimate, like that she calls her by her actual name. Because can you imagine her in the middle of doing literally anything and just moaning hot dog water? I can't unthink it now. I can't unthink it now. Hot dog water. I'm pretty sure she doesn't do that, but wouldn't it be funny if she did? Oh, her name is Marcy, but apparently she smells like hot dog water. What is this? I'm too old for this. I'm going home. I'm gonna crawl into my weird old folks home, you know, thing, and I'm just gonna forget that I ever heard that. Hot dog water, what the fuck is this? How do you just smell? You don't just smell like hot dog water. She likes hot dog water. She probably like bathes in it or something. She's just... No, just no. I have an army, Velma. We have hot dog water. Maybe like Velma's just into hot dog water, you know? She's just like, oh man. I mean, that's why I was attracted to Shaggy at first, because he smells like hot dogs. But if only he were... If only he were wet. And lo and behold, she meets hot dog water. And she's like, oh my god. My true love. Velma has a weird kink for hot dog water, confirmed. Like, I'm going to hell. This is why no one ever watches anything with me, because I make these weird comments and people are like, Semi, no one thinks about these things. And I'm like, no one but me. I think about these things. I can't help it. I could have lived my whole life without knowing. Welcome to my community where you start getting knowledge about stuff you really don't want to know about. Nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for this. And yet here we are. Learning weird things about hot dog water and Velma's weird preferences. They're like, man, why do I watch this lady? She be talking about some weird stuff. How did I even get here? Mom, come get me. I want to go home. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, darling, but you're already home. They're like, no! I remember Velma also had a girlfriend in Mystery Inc. show who got killed by an evil German parrot? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, my dear, send me again. Are you okay? I'm not doing anything. I'm over here minding my own business, laughing at sexy dog water, and you guys are talking about nonsense. Wait, so hot dog water's dead? No! I can't make fun of her if she's dead. Damn. There goes my dreams of hot dog water erotica. I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking about this stupid hot dog water. Like, I don't even know what this bitch looks like. All I can think about is just like Velma moaning hot dog water instead of her name, because that's what she's attracted to. She's not attracted. She's attracted to the smell of delicious water that smells of hot dog. Oh, the hot dog water. I'm a terrible person. Also, when did this background come back? No, stop. We're in the void. Get rid of that. In the void. No, don't be concerned for me. I'm normal. You guys are the ones who are weird. You're weird. Not me. I'm normal. Mods, quickly censor her. They can do nothing. The mods cannot stop me. I am all powerful in my own stream. The mods are powerless to save you from my terrible comment. Indeed. Anyway. Let's work on this stupid nonsense. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Let's go ahead and get this colored in right quick. Anyway, this is turning out to be a very productive stream, isn't it? They're just like, someone help. Something's weird. And like, and I was weird when you got here. I was always weird. The weird was always within you. And without you, I guess. Speaking of weird. So I decided, right? I decided I was gonna go back to just reading books. Not reading manga, reading books. Because I discovered that official translated light novels are a thing now. Unlike back in my day. So that's it. It's time for an intervention. Go to the corner. Make me. Because you can't. Haha. Anyway. So I decided I'm gonna read. I'm gonna just read books. You know, not listen to audiobooks, but just actually read books, because I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think I'm gonna drop Freerun. I'm on like chapter 70, and man, it's getting dry. She lied. She told us she was a normal. I'm like, normal. I'm gonna get the ballot. No. But like, yeah, I think I'm gonna drop Freerun. Freerun is getting drier than it was before. I'm like, I don't know what else they're gonna do, because this is getting boring as hell. Like, and I'm talking about the manga. I don't think the anime is going to get to this point, because maybe it did. I don't know. It's boring as ass. Like, God, Freerun is boring. I'm just like, how did I even get to this point? God, Loki kind of hate it, because it's just so boring. Like, ugh. So I'm like, since I might actually just drop Freerun, or at least for a while, I don't know. But like, I'm like, okay, so what am I gonna do? I can't live this way. So I decide I'm gonna actually start reading some books. Now, the current book I'm reading is let me get the title of this thing. Let me see if I can get the title of this. Sounds about right. I mean, it's one of the things I like slice of life. The problem is that the characters are not interesting enough to keep my attention. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Ahem. The book I'm reading right now is called The Obsessed Mage and His Beloved Statue Bride. She Cannot Resist His Seductive Voice. That is what I'm reading right now. That shit's funny. It's so funny. It's funny because, so this is actually the first time I've encountered this weird situation. So basically it's about this chick, right? She's like an earth mage, and she has an apprentice. No, they can't cut off my internet. Anyway, so you have this earth mage who is she has big booba, because I said so. And she has, now, okay, this set off alarm bells at first. She has a 12-year-old apprentice, and I'm like, oh no, not again. So, because she's 24. She's 24, and you got a 12-year-old mage, and I'm like, she has a 12-year-old apprentice, and I'm like, oh God, please, no, not again. However, stick with me. They go and fight a dragon. The dragon basically almost kills them, and so she sends, she rescues the boy and sends him off with a mercenary, you know, but she's about to die. She's about to become delicious dragon food. So she does the only thing she knows how to do in a situation where she is facing violence, because apparently this is just something she brought with her from her childhood, because apparently she did not have a good time. She turns into a stone statue. Just straight up, yep, she is an inanimate object now. But her pupil, who was 12, thought she was dead. Oh no. So for her, because, you know, I guess of how scared she was or something, she stays a statue for 20 years. Like 24 years. The book is a little vague about it. But it's been at least 20 years, right? So this boy, who's 12, found her statue body and literally just keeps it. He literally decides, I am married to this rock. She's unconscious. Right? I ain't flipping nobody. She's unconscious because she's in a rock coma. So 20 years pass. And also this 12-year-old is like, I'm gonna marry you, sensei. And she's like, I only like men over 30. So she's not a creep. Hooray. She's like, I'm not gonna marry a 12-year-old. I'm basically your mom. I only like guys over 30. Alas. So 20 years passes. She finally gets out of her rock coma, finds she's in a shrine, and pieces out. While she's been unconscious, this boy becomes an earl because he's so pissed off that his waifu, or future potential waifu, became a giant rock thing that he basically just subjugates the entire region, kills all the monsters, and becomes the most beloved earl ever. And he's pretty and, you know, has magic and there's fairies or whatever. So then she comes out of her coma and she's like, well, I'm gonna leave. She doesn't know he's an earl. So she just kind of wanders around, and then people are like, oh man, you remind us of, you know, like, oh god, the earl's upset because his and everyone knows he's in love with the statue, by the way. This is not hidden information. Everyone knows he is actively weird towards this rock woman. And and so she's just kind of like, oh god, I think that rock woman is me. So she turns herself in, and then it turns out, oops a doodle, the earl guy, who sounds sexy and is actually older than 30, is actually her little baby apprentice, but he's a man now. And I'm like, is this still weird? Well, hey ladies, hello. Stares in disbelief. For me, I'm reading a romantic webtoon called Let's Play. I heard about Let's Play, never really got into it. So I'm sitting here being like, is this problematic? That's the thing. I don't know if it's grooming, because she was his teacher for like 4 years, you know? And she did not see him romantically. He saw her romantically, but every single time he tried anything, you know, she would be like, no, I only like mature men over the age of 30 because she's 24. But now he's 30, or he's older than 30. Is it still grooming because he spent over 20 years growing up into an adult man without her? Is it grooming? Because now he's older than her. She's still the same age she was when she became a rock, you know? So for her, she's still in her 20s, but now he's in his 30s. I don't think it's grooming, but it's a weird case. I've never seen this before. Normally when you have an age gap like that, where the character starts off as a child and they're in love with an older person, they stick around the older person the entire time, so they end up getting accidentally groomed. But in this case, that's not what happens, you know? I dare you not to try and think about the answer on that. Like, in this case, I think this is one of the few cases where the age gap is not problematic. Who the hell writes this up? Apparently Japanese people. If we're being technical, like, no, it feels weird, But I also think it's interesting. Age gap, what? Like, it's interesting to me because I've never seen this done before. I came back to being yelled at by art. Oh damn. Oh, I'm sorry you got yelled at. I was talking about this novel I'm reading where the main character is this lady who's 24, has a 12-year-old apprentice, but she gets eaten by a dragon or something, and she turns into a stone, but she's frozen in time for like 20 years, and in that 20 years she her pupil becomes an adult. So he spent 20 years just, you know, being a normal person. So I was trying to figure out if it's still considered grooming or not. I don't think it is, you know, because she only raised him for 4 years, but he has like over 20 years where he's an adult. So if you ever get the time, please read Eminence in Shadow. The ultimate RP gets isekai'd. It's really hilarious and seriously at the same time. I don't know, because like I have to be careful with some of these isekais because like it's not that I don't like harems. However, I do not like the girl collection aspect of some of these. Like there's this one where the overlord was like starts as a 2-year-old, and I can barely tolerate that one because that one is actually funny. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see, demon overlord. Starts. Oh wait, no. One second. Overlord. He starts as a. God damn it. No, I just want to know the. Give me the title, you bitch. Not that one. Oh god, I hate these. But like, I gotta find it because that one I actually liked. I don't like how the girls have weird postures, but I liked a lot of the other stuff about it. But like, Eminence in Shadow feels like it's gonna be a little too annoying for me to deal with. So I might skip that. Cause like, ugh. Glasses are red. Because like sometimes when people recommend me stuff, I'm just kind of like, probably not, you know. It's the one where he speaks immediately after being born and names himself in a deep voice. Yeah, that one is so funny. Like, I'm okay with that one just because of how absurd everything about it is. So I'm okay with that one, you know, because that thing is just very silly. It's very silly. You know? Can you... Oh. It's like, why is it being weird? But some of these, I'm like, man, it gets boring very quickly, you know? And I think the other reason I like that one is because it's technically not an isekai. It's a reincarnation, but he's so powerful, he kind of does it on his own. And he likes his parents. Like, I'm okay with that one because it's not like some loser guy coming from another world and just collecting girls like Tic Tacs or whatever. It's literally an OP dude who stays OP. It's okay. That I'm fine with, you know? But if it's literally just like, behold, this guy is super powerful or whatever, I tend to not like those solely because they get very tiring very quickly to me. Because once the novelty of OP dude kind of wears off, the story doesn't know where to go half the daggone time, you know? Like, that's the problem I have with them. Not the fact that they, you know, are like that, but it's just that they kind of don't know what to do with themselves after a certain point. You know? There's only so many girls that they can collect. You know? There's only so many girls in the kingdom. And then they just kind of have to start doing progressively more OP things, but they're not really satisfying, and I'm like, I don't wanna... It's okay, I guess. Let's see here. Okay. But again, this is just me. If you like the Eminence or whatever, that's fine. That's completely fine. I like my trash too. here. Dang, I'm gonna just binge The Last Unicorn after this. Because I want to listen to the soundtrack. But I also want to see the weird tree lady. Let's see. Put my eyes in here. Perfect. Yes. Because remember somebody like recommended something to me and I'm like, I was trying to get into it, but I got thrown out the minute like the first thing you see. They're like, oh yeah, it's a romance. I'm like, ooh, a romance. I haven't had one of those in a while. And when they introduce the guy, it's normal, but when they introduce the girl, you see her underwear first, and I'm just like, okay, no, I can't. I can't even get through the isekais that are intentionally meant to be cringe because it's still cringe. I mean, yeah. Eminence in Shadow equivalent to the man who knew too little is best way I can describe. I don't know what that is. That's fair, Kristen. Like, because that's my thing. Because I'm one of those people who I don't see issues with poly relationships. So that's not even my thing. That's not even my problem. I love reverse harems because they're trash. But what I don't like is why are you gonna collect these girls for them to just be not even glorified cheerleaders? They're just kind of back there vibing. What did you collect them for? You know? Be like, oh wow, I suddenly get, again, if it's a bunch of girls just doing stuff on their own and he's not paying attention to them, that's fine. You know? Like, that happens in the thing where the guy reincarnates like 1,000 years later. He does not give a shit. He's literally just doing whatever he feels like because he has a bigger... With him, he's already one of the most powerful people. He's wondering why the world is the way it is. And that's cool. But half the time it's just like, I was a loser in my original world, but now I'm a sexy black-haired guy and not in a new world, and I will collect women. And I'm like, oh, okay. Or I will collect women and slaves. And I'm like, ah, of course. Slavery, my favorite character. And again, it's not like they don't even do anything with it. It's boring. It's just boring. I'm like, do something. I'm not saying do something good, just do something. It's always just like, it's literally just a bunch of, I'm better than every other dude and here's why. And I'm like, of course. Thank you, my liege. You know? And it's like, but again, some people like that and that's okay. That's okay. If that's what you like in the series, more power to you. That's completely fine. I'm not gonna like it though. Just because I'll start kind of drifting off and then I'll end up making weird fan fiction about the guy, you know? And then people are gonna be like, what do you think about it? And I'll just be like, so I imagined him marrying a toaster. And they're like, Semi, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I'll have to have people staring at me weirdly again. We don't want that. Okay. I don't need isekai where a girl tries to sell modern goods to entirely. No. Also, no, thank you. Like, when it comes to like a lot of like, I'm trying to think of the isekais because I do like isekais. I don't think there's anything wrong with isekais, by the way. I love isekais. What I don't like is when they're fucking boring and don't do anything with their own fucking premise. You know? That's what I don't like. I'm just like, at least with I like a sentence of a bookworm because she actually does something. The girl has a goal. It's a stupid goal, but it's still her goal nonetheless. You know? Like, I'm okay with that. She's actually kind of annoying half the time, but I still like it, you know? I did see the one harem where the protag has 100 girls and loves each single one of them because they all have unique personalities and quirks. I don't like that series and I'm sorry. Like, I tried to get into it, it just did not happen. And it's because it very much, to me, it's just not my jam. I'll say that. It's not my jam. Because I don't know, it kind of, it kind of reeks of the, like, and I'm not saying that there's anything bad about it, but it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't hit me in a place where I'd actually care, you know? Like, I don't know, I've been rubbed so badly by shows like that who they'll slip, there's so many characters that they'll slip in the weird shit, and it's like you're supposed to ignore when they start having weird shit in there, you know? Starts roasting a pig. The entire police department. Hey, people, part hello. YouTuber legend, how I went viral after forgetting to. How I forget to turn off my what? But but I don't know. It's like it's for me. I'm always like, you know, I feel kind of bad because I'm like, it's just not really my thing because I don't really care. Like, I want to care about the characters, you know? Like, I want to actually care about like what's happening, and they actually go through stuff and have their own arcs, which I assume they do. I don't know. But like the premise is just a little meh for me, you know, because I'm like, I don't know how they make this into a cute polycule. Wait, did I turn off my stream? No, I'm still here. I'm still here. What are you doing? How dare you? I just watch this for the absurdity, and I don't really watch the harem stuff. I'm more of a seinen. After characters show me mids, I can be excited for 5 minutes. Oh, that's the name. Okay. No, it's called How I Went Viral After Forgetting to Turn Off My. Oh, that's what it's called. Okay, but that's why I kind of like, I can't really like get into some of these, is because it's like, oh, you know. Oh, what is going on? Oh. It's like I want, like, for me, I want to care about the characters, and I don't want a weird arbitrary reason, you know. I want to care, you know. I want to care about the characters. I want to see them struggle, and I don't want them sneaking in weird pedophilia. Like, that happens so much. Where you think everything's chill, everything's cool, but no, they sneak in weird pedo shit. You know, and that's why I'm like, and I think if maybe the girls in question were like, you know, like, I don't know, like maybe if they were just kind of like there for a very short amount of time or something, or it was like a traveling thing, you know, or he dies, I don't know. Oh yeah, forgetting to turn off the stream is a major no-no. Streamers often get bonked all the time. That's exactly why I don't get into Mushoku Tensei. Like, that is legitimately my biggest issue, is them sneaking weird crap in there. And I'm like, oh, you mean like the 7 deadly sins? Yeah, that. Where I'm like, I want to like your series. Like, for example, even though there's one series I love this series a lot, but they sneak weird crap in there, and I can't recommend it because they sneak that weird crap in there, and it pisses me off because it doesn't need to be there. Why did you put the weird pedo shit in there? It didn't need to be there, you know. It didn't need to be there, dog. The series is perfectly fine without it. Why did you put this in here? Like, it pisses me off to no end, you know. God, I hate that so much. And it happens every fucking time. And again, like, not every series suffers from this, obviously, but a lot of them do, you know. And I do stick to my guns about it. Like, you know, like, if people really want to know, I'll tell them, but I don't just mention the name right off the bat, you know. Like, I mean, outside of like the normal, which is like, you know, Shield Hero, because I'm like, I don't like Shield Hero because it doesn't even try to hide the pedo shit. It's just like, adult women are scary, go F a child. And I'm like, stop. Yeah, here's the thing, predators support predators just like in reality. That's why anyone that supports people like Sniper Wolf immediately on my sus list. Yeah, like it's so annoying to me because it's everywhere. Like one of my favorite series is tainted by pedo shit. Like, and it's only when a specific character shows up. But I'm sitting here being like, if I just cut this character out of the series, it's 100 times better. And she's not even a bad character. It's just the narrative starts looking like he needs to take a seat with Chris Hansen every single time she shows up. But it's only with this one character. It's not like it's consistent. Yes, we do not like the Sniper Wolf, but you don't have to bring her up because I don't want people popping up in here just to talk about Sniper Wolf. I am not that type of channel. Anyway, because I do not care. So I know you feel I was like Samurai X fan. Now my Ranma 1/2 is the perfect in every way because it was written by a woman. No, it's not. Just because a series is written by a woman does not mean it's okay, because I found one that's really disturbing, full of pedo shit, and it was written by a woman. Being a woman does not, like, and it's perfect on little girls, by the way. So it's not like it. Some people think that it's only bad if a woman pervs on little boys, but no, that women perv on little girls all the time. And I hated that series. Like, the person who recommended it to me was like, no, it's cute. I'm like, I read the first chapter. I'm like, And then like 10 years later, she's like, you know, I think that's illegal. And I'm like, it is. And she's like, yeah, I'm glad I got rid of that book. I'm like, good. Because it was just that bad. Let's see here. I don't know, I just, like, it's kind of sad that it just permeates things so much. And like, and this is my personal opinion alert, but I honestly do feel the reason that it is that people just like the unfair and like abusive power dynamic that it has, and not necessarily that they want to go after actual children, you know, or maybe they do, I don't know. But like, I think the weird reason that it's so pervasive is the creepy power dynamic that it promises, and that's why it keeps looping in normal people. You know, because normal people get affected by power dynamics all the time, you know? I mean, women can do anything men can do, and I think we should support them in every way we can, supposedly. Well, I mean, we should support people, just not if they're being weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with just, like, you know, expressing yourself, or, like, you know, just, like, writing things to be interesting. But then there's, like, this weird, pervasive, like, if she's over the age of 20, she's a hag. And I'm like, I am literally 40. I guess I'm dead? I don't know. But it's literally about the power dynamic. The reason that people like lolly characters is not because they... Like, the reason they like lolly characters is because they know that they are more powerful than a lolly character. It doesn't matter if she's a goddess. It doesn't matter if she's secretly, you know, OP as hell. At the end of the day, you could just kick her in the stomach and she'll fall over. Your average lolly fan knows that, and that's what they like about it. Yes, some of them claim they like the cuteness, but no, they don't. There's a difference between a cute little girl and a lolly character. There's a difference, and people need to stop pretending that there isn't. Which is why, like, whenever I see someone saying that they like a lolly character, and this is also people I know in real life. This is not just me doing the, well, no, I know people in IRL who are like this. They like... If you look at them in their normal everyday occurrences, they tend to, like, the more powerless they feel in real life, the more likely they're gonna like a lolly character. Let's see, I should write a comic about a wizard with IPS. Oh, God. But like, I don't know, and that's why, and again, this is just my personal opinion, but I always felt like that's kind of what it is, but because no one ever wants to name the, like, what the issue is, they always just be like, oh, well, you know, it's harmless. And I'm like, there's no, like, because I'm like, why do we ever, like, we never ask people, why do you like the lolly character? Especially since, like, you know, and like, other than them being cute, because a dog is cute, what else do you like about them? And of course, it depends on the lolly in question, because the second part is that the lolly is always just reinforcing creepy shit, and I'm just like, of course. You know, like, ugh. It frustrates me because they it's so normalized that I can't watch something without having to be like, okay, is there a character under the age of 12 in this series, and am I gonna have to just be like, okay, no, like, I liked Made in Abyss, but then Made in Abyss got weird. Like, ugh. Made in Abyss was such a cool series. It was cool. I should have known by the first couple of episodes, but it was so cool. The world building was amazing. The mystery is cool, but then they started putting the weird crap in there. And I'm like, okay, no, I gotta put this down. I can't watch anymore. They're starting to put creepy crap in here. God dang it. Stop. Like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because it's so ubiquitous now. It wasn't always like this, you know? You know what series wasn't weird? Afro Samurai. We could all just watch Afro Samurai. Afro Samurai was interesting. Oh no, I just honestly wish, like, it wasn't so, like, looking back, I just wish it wasn't so ubiquitous. I don't like the idea of, ooh, she fried rice. So instead of shrimp fried rice, it's mince fried rice. Anyway. I don't know, I think it's just kind of sad that, like, I can't watch anything with a little girl in it without worrying, is there gonna be something weird happening? You know? Also, hey there, Common Rider Kuga. Welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom Boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. That's more my issue. It's like, I want to be able to watch a series that happens to have a little girl in it that I don't have to worry about getting on a list for, you know? Like, that's all I want. I just don't, I didn't have to worry about that with Tenchi Muyo, and now I gotta worry about that with anything that has a little girl in it. Let's see. Honestly, the best original anime I have seen recently, hands down, Blue Eye Samurai. For me, it is always going to be Mononoke, not Princess Mononoke, because they didn't feel the weird need to do anything weird to an underage child. Or at least, like, for, like, you know, no, they didn't do anything weird to any underage kids. Like, I don't know. I just think it's just kind of sad that that happens so freaking much. You know, they just can't watch anything without people being weird about it. Mononoke is great. I said not Princess Mononoke, but okay. But Mononoke and Ayakashi are like my favorite. Almighty Semi Aichi. Hey, so hello. But I don't know. It's kind of hard being an anime fan for me these days, just because, like, the minute you say you like anime, you always have to have that caveat of, I like anime, but a very specific type, because I'm not into pedo shit. You know? Like, you have to have that caveat now. Because you never know if someone's gonna be like, ah, yes, I too belong on a list. And I'm like, no, I don't wanna. Thank you. Let's see. So I was thinking, ooh, wait, this looks kind of good, actually. Let's see. Okay, I kind of like this. I kind of like this. Because if I'm gonna be goofing, I'm gonna at least look good. Me talk about how much I hate pedo shit. That's pretty much it. Go. Did I just do what I think I did? No. Oh, ooh, okay. Really know where you don't see it. Anime based on Western IP like Star Wars, version of Supernatural, Terminator. Well, it's because they don't really. The thing is like a lot of Western media doesn't actually. A lot of Western media doesn't have a staple child that's a little girl. A lot of staple children in Western media are little boys. That's why. It's weird that the fans of that stuff get defensive. They do. Like, and this is just my opinion, but a lot of times it's a little boy. That's why. Not because it's because remember, this stuff mostly happens if there is a young girl in the cast. It can happen with boys too, but it's almost always little girls. I said one thing about the anime subculture and a bunch of randos dogpiling. Oh, they do that because they don't want that connotation. They don't want to end up on a list or whatever. But my thing is, they have to actually really grapple with what they actually like here. Again, I know someone in real life who straight up likes an underage character, but I also know him personally and know that he honestly just wants a character he could easily control. You know, he doesn't really see her as a person per se, you know, like that's the thing. Like, and again, I'm not saying that you necessarily have to. Oh wait. Okay. Yeah.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Respect. Anyway, I had to partner. Okay, bye. See you later. Yeah, they tend to like, and again, and I'm like, well, what are they actually, you know, offended by? And it's almost always the connotation that, you know, if you're into the, you know, the fictional underage girls, that you're into real underage girls. And I'm like, yeah, but we don't know if you're not. It is a giant red flag. It's a super red flag, you know, because again, it's not about the cuteness of the character. It's about the inherent power dynamic, you know. Like one of the biggest examples I can think of is actually, weirdly enough, the Monogatari series, which I did watch for quite some time before I realized that the pedo stuff was not gonna stop. And even in there, Shinobu is a very powerful character. However, she still just stays a child even though she doesn't have to, you know? And it's creepy. Whenever she's a child, it's creepy. She has a blatantly adult form, who I personally prefer, but she doesn't stay like that because you can't dominate her when she is in her adult form because she is a dominant woman. And yet and I know they actually gave like a weird backwards explanation as to why she's a fucking child. But meta-wise, it's because the reader does not like dominant women. Or rather, how do I put it? It feels to me that fans of the Monogatari series who are straight up in that stuff, they like dominant women, but not all the time. They want them in a very specific way. Because a lot of the girls have a dominant side to them, but a lot of times they play submissive sometimes. And I think that, like, because the girls have great designs and everything. My favorite character is literally the cat girl who's like repressed rage. But a lot of that gets buried under weird adolescent sexual shit, and it's distractingly weird, and I don't like it. And that's the thing, when you ever have a character who has a sexy older form, but she chooses or is stuck as a flat-chested little girl, it's always really a weird thing to me. Like, even in Tenchi Muyo, it was also kind of weird. Thankfully, they didn't sexualize Washu, but, like, the series did get weird later. Mahoshima girl. You know, but the whole, like, I look like a pickle. Anyway. Let's see, how do I make this work? But, like, it's always, like, bothered me, like, a lot, you know? Like, it's always bothered me, this weird, like, this weird thing about, like, you know, like, and don't even get me started on the weird, harming little girls genre. Like, can any of you name me a series that's just dedicated to torturing and killing little boys? because I can't think of an example. I assume there has to be, and I'm not talking about shonen. We all know what we're talking about here. But the torturing little girls genre is so weird and so specific. But is there a torture little boy genre? Is there? Like, I can't think of any. You know? Let's see. And if you're like, Shemi, what do you even mean? I'm like Madoka Magica. Madoka Magica and some other series. I can't really think of anything either outside of the actual horror movie. Yeah, like Terrified. Like, that's my thing. Why does that genre exist? The specific, we're going to torture and torment prepubescent girls genre that anime has. Sometimes it's not even really horror per se, but it shows up in psychological a lot for some reason. Horror and psychological, but they don't really do that to boys. No one wants to do that to a group of little boys. No one wants to, you know, Lord of the Flies kids, like little boys, I guess. Next fan would try to justify that because they're just cartoons. I see. I thought of some, but I don't want to get into. Well, no, it's fine. But like, but is it? And I'm asking if it's specifically a bunch of basically innocent little boys being terrorized by something that will brutally and horrifyingly kill them all, except for like maybe 3. Does that happen in the series you're thinking of, Nomad? And I mean specifically anime. I'm not talking about Western fiction, because Western fiction likes to kill everybody. So, but I'm talking about like anime. How many series are there that you thought of? How many? I'm curious, actually. But because I can think of a bunch of ones with little girls. So weird. Let's see. Also, that are not like, they can't be like hentais either. You always have to make that distinction. Because hentai is everywhere. Do I want to wear lipstick? Like, I kind of do, but maybe black lipstick. 5, that's not a lot, but okay. Like, maybe I want to do lipstick. I mean, I kind of like it. There we go. But anyway, like, but the reason I say that is just because, like, I know there's like so many like mainstream ones where they're basically going after like little girls, but they kind of disguise it as something else, you know. Even in like overall series, it's like that, like little goth, not goth, but they'll disguise it as something else, like, you know, Madoka Magica is one. Like, it's like there's like a bunch of these, you know. And the reason I think about that is because, again, that, in my opinion, that's a part of the weird, like, it's lolly adjacent, you know. It's lolly adjacent, where the people want to see actions, to see like violence performed upon these little girls, you know. Hey there, Baby Blue Hearts, hello. Oh, welcome. Sorry, Baby Blue Arts, hello. Welcome. My name is Semi Enigma. I am the Eldritch Dragon Mombas, and I am very normal. How art thou? As I'm like, man, every single time I go on these darker topics, man, I'm gonna get canceled. Anyway. But the point is, lollies are bad. Lollies are bad, and lolly lovers need to go and get some counseling. But it's gonna be okay. Actually, I kind of like the dark makeup. Hello, hello, got that. Hello, hello. Wonder Egg Priorities Project. Oh boy. Leave the little girls alone. Okay, I'm kind of liking the dark makeup. I'm kind of liking it. Looks garish as hell, but you know what? Looks pretty good. Also, I forgot to put the ears on the stupid hat. Okay. Let's just pencil it in. I'm just gonna pencil it in. I'm just gonna say it's coming off the hat. There you go. There we go. I'm just gonna put it like that. I'm like, wait, I said I was gonna do the ears on there. Okay, we're just gonna See, using the power of art, you could just add anything you want, even if it's stupid. There we go. I dig it. It's all about the MILF. Oh god, not the MILF. There we go. Okay, so I know this should have like a pocket or whatever in there, so let me just... Ugh. You can just tell I'm a professional. Anyway. But more importantly, I don't know, like, I know sometimes people think like, I don't like anime or whatever. I'm like, no, I do. It's just like, a lot of it is just tiresome for me, because it also, like, remember, for people like me who are like really old, like, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm stupid. Here we go. But for me, people like me who are really old, like, there's a lot of, I've basically experienced a lot of anime that did not have a lot of this weird stuff in there. So for me, I'm like, I know this stuff doesn't have to like exist. Why is it literally everywhere? You know, that's kind of how I feel about it. Have you heard of the isekai of that time I got reincarnated as a VTuber? Nope, I have not. There are times when you look, when things look sexual, but people watch it for other reasons. Yeah, like, let's see, like I'm starting Kill la Kill rewatch because I love the protag, the animation, and over the top plot and fights. How are you? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Thank you. Like, for example, like when I was talking about Mermaid in My Bathtub, that thing is okay. How do I put this? I don't like yaoi, I don't like BL, but I like series that kind of gay bait, but they're not really gay at all. I don't know how to explain this. Like, Mermaid in My Bathtub is like yaoi coded, but there's nothing yaoi that actually happens in that, and it's funny as shit. Because sometimes they'll make yaoi jokes, but they don't actually do anything. No, it's mostly because protag is a mood board for my 4.0. There's that. There's like I guess I don't know if it's phobic or not, but I actually do like the mistaken for gay trope. It's very funny to me. Understand she's good fun. Just randomly passing by and wish y'all a wonderful time. Also remember to check the mirror. The amazing person you see there requires a lot of love and care. They absolutely deserve it, and have a great time. Thank you very much, Relansis. Thanks, Relansis. Thank you for stopping by. Like, this is just my personal thing. I'm not saying that we should do this all the time, but mistaken for gay is like my favorite, one of my favorite tropes, because it's so funny. But I think it might be phobic. I think it might be phobic, but I don't know. Because alas, I am asexual and not gay. Therefore, I do not know if it is offensive. If you are gay and you are offended by the mistaken for gay trope, I do apologize. Like, because sometimes I'm like, is that insensitive for me to say? Because I can't tell. Some things I can't tell if they're actually offensive or if they're one of those things where people don't care. You know what I mean? You know, like, it's hard to tell sometimes. I don't think it's phobic unless you make it like, I'm not even like, because then because I'm not saying that there shouldn't be any gay characters, you know, but it's just a funny joke. It's like mistaken for anything, you know. But mistaken for gay is just so funny. Like, it is for the plot, because usually the mistaken for gay is in context of it's happening when it's like, oh god, I don't want them to know I like stole this diamond, but I don't want them to know, I don't want them to think I'm gay either, and they treat them being seen as gay as more important, or the character will treat being seen as gay as more detrimental than the actual crime or problem that they have, so it looks funny as hell, you know. But that's why I'm like, but is that phobic? Because they're not, and you know they're not. Is it like, I don't know, appropriation or something? Like, I don't know. it's because you can't really do, like, you can only really do something like that with sexuality. You can't really do it. Sorry, I gotta do it with my eyeball. You can't really do it with other stuff. Like, it's just like, oh no, I got mistaken for Portuguese. Like, it's sometimes it comes a part of gay culture. Like, because I sometimes wonder about that, because, like, I used to be hilariously, horrifyingly homophobic, so I have to sometimes ask, you know, I'm like, wait, am I still being terrible? Please tell me if I am. I thought that the trope is written well, in context in the movie, it should be fine. Okay, because it's not like they're ever saying being, like, gay is bad. It's just, oh no, I don't want them to realize that I stole the sandwich, but oh god, they think I'm gay now. You know? Like, the movie Some Like It Hot is about two men who escape the cops' disguise as a woman from the 50s, but it's considered a gay movie in the subculture. Like, that's the other thing, like, the mistake, like, because I understand, like, cross-dressing in a lot of comedies are, like, kind of offensive, or not even kind of, like, can be super offensive, you know? But, like, I don't know. I know some people do wonder, but I'm not trans at all, so I don't know what is actually offensive to trans people sometimes. And I'm scared to ask because it sounds insensitive. Like, I get the questions of, hey, is this offensive to black people question, and I hate that. So I don't want to do that to other people. I'll be like, is this offensive to trans people? You know, is this offensive to gay and or bi or pan people? You know, is this offensive to fish people? You know, like, like, that's more, okay, I keep minimalizing it. So that's kind of more my worry, is like, I don't want to, like, do anything that's gonna make people feel like bad, you know? But, like, because some of these things I like, because I have these moments where I'm like, it's not funny, it's not funny, but I laugh anyway because I'm a terrible person, you know? It's like, so I'm just like, but I don't really have anybody, like, immediately IRL that I can ask about it, you know? I don't have anyone IRL to ask about it, so I have to kind of figure it out, you know? I don't even know. Okay. Here. I do kind of like it. I do kind of like it. Yes. Okay. But yeah, sometimes I do want to, like, just kind of check, because I'm like, you know, did you animate Tom and Jerry animated the clip from the movie? Ooh, here we go. Yeah, I think this is the look I'm gonna go with. I kind of like it. Like, yeah, there you go. I think this will be the look I'm gonna go with for the because I do like the idea of having customizable makeup, so I think I'm gonna definitely go with this. I kind of like it. Oops. Let me do this so it'll stand out a little bit more. Okay. My experience, just be civil and observe. Yeah. Like, and if someone does tell me, hey, that's offensive, then obviously I'll apologize and not do it again. But, like, sometimes it is hard to tell because, like, I don't know. Especially if there's actual, like, gay characters present and they're just like, what are you doing? You know? Like, like, as much as I don't, okay, I should hate Tropic Thunder, but I don't. But the part about Robert Downey Jr., like, wearing blackface, the part that made it funny was the fact that there was an actual black guy there just being like, bruh. So it was super funny. He's like, we did it, and then the black guy's like, we? He's like, bro? Like, it was like the funniest shit ever, because, like, just the other black guy, the actual black guy just being like, what you mean we? Like, Or the fact that Robert Downey Jr., as soon as he thought he was in danger, he literally just wiped off the blackface and it's just like, no, I'm white. Like, that should be offensive as hell, but that was funny as fuck though. I think it's because it knew exactly what it was, you know? Like, because I have to always give like that example because like, no, I be black and sometimes blackface be terrible, you know? Yeah, intention helps. Like, because that was funny, not because a guy was wearing blackface, but because of what he did with the blackface, you know? He didn't use it as an excuse to say the N-word, you know? Which is almost always where it tends to weirdly stop at when it comes to actual blackface, you know? You can do it for comedic effect, but just don't be weird about it. Hi, Silent, hello. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm getting ready for my Goofy cosplay. But yeah, I'm gonna wear this this here. I'll probably post this. So this'll be good. This'll be good. Okay, so now I know the direction as for the actual stream. I guess I'm getting women now. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, but yeah, I guess this is basically what I'll be going with for makeup and the outfit. The white person almost says the word jokes never. It isn't, because it's like, be like, oh ho, it's the word that we use to oppress you all for generations, and I'm like, okay, look. I thought it was your winter outfit. I am not wearing this shit for the winter. Oh my, no. I swear to God. This is only happening one time. I know I wore the last Goofy outfit, but I mean it this time. This time, I will not. We are not getting me to wear Goofy again after this. 2 times is all you get. You got the first one, and then this one. No more Goofy cosplay. My love life. Oh God. Looks like a picture of like Picasso. Get out of here. Is a word that has death attached to it. Yeah, it has a bunch of bad stuff attached to it. And as someone who has had that word, like, you know, flung at me for no reason, very violently. Yeah, even I don't actually say it. I actually do not say the N-word because of how much that word legitly makes me uncomfortable. You know, like a lot of other people, like black people, can say it no problem, but I can't. I'm just like, oh, no, I can't. But yeah, well, yeah, for those of you who haven't seen the last time I cosplayed as Goofy for a stupid reason, here it is. Raikoi, do not speak that into existence. This is the last time. Anyway. Loki said, you look fine as far as the Goofy cosplay. But yeah, this is the last time I did it. I don't remember the context, but it happened before. But it will not happen again. I've been trying for the last 2 years to scrub it from my vocabulary, as you should. Not the yuck. So, but we will not be doing this again. After this Goofy cosplay, we will not be doing this again. This will not become a thing. I'm only doing this because of the stupid wheel. And people have been wanting this for like almost 3 flipping years now. No, I'm not gonna do Donald Duck, mainly because I can't talk like him at all. So I'm not gonna just keep dressing up as Kingdom Hearts characters. No, no. All of you know, I'm not gonna just dress up as random Disney and or like Kingdom Hearts characters. We're not doing this. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna be. We're not. This is not up for debate. This is not up for debate. We are not doing this. Weird Goofy cosplay is all that you get because people have been clamoring for this for literally 3. I'm not Duck. All of y'all, I'm not gonna be a duck. Goofy is bad enough. I'm not gonna be a freaking duck. No, I'm not gonna be Darkwing Duck. Oh my God. Why do you guys want me to cosplay weird Disney dudes? Why do you want me to cosplay as weird Disney, off-brand Disney characters? Mortimer Mouth. I'm dying right now. Hello, Artist Unite. Don't put me in weird. Everyone's like, ah, yes, wear a sexy vampire costume or wear a bunny outfit. I get be Donald Duck. I mean, you already off. No, I didn't offer to cosplay as Goofy. That was a part of the deal. Oh my god. I'm not gonna dress up as anybody from freaking Darkwing Duck or DuckTales. This is not from the Black Cauldron. Oh my god. Mix throws me out of the room if I do the voice. Oh my god, Gurgi. I remember Gurgi. Gurgi's adorable if he doesn't talk. Straight facts. Anyway. Oh god, not to hear me out. Shemmy, how about this? What's your weird suggestion, you weirdo? What is it? I swear to god, I'm gonna end stream after this. That's legit exactly what she says about Gurgi. Like, he's so cute looking, but he's so awful sounding. Like, just listening to him makes my head hurt. 50 subs. I am not letting you guys do that. Last time I did that, someone actually did it. I'm just kind of lucky that the ones who tend to have money are not listening right now, because I swear to God. Like, I learned from the Carlac situation. We are not going to put, like, no, I don't need it. It's like, ah, yes, at this many subs, I'm going to dress up as Darkwing. Yup. See, this is my own fault. I keep telling you guys that I could just slap outfits on my model. This is what I get. This is what I get. She like grabs Darkwing Duck and Disney princess references. Someone to help me. You know what? We're done today. We're done anyway. No, I'm not making it a goal. We're not doing shit. I put 50 subs now. Get out of here. Oh wait, shit, you did. Well, no. How about this? How about this? I will think about it after I come back from my hiatus, okay? How's that sound? After I come back from my hiatus, in this goofy train wreck situation, I'll think about it. How's that sound? I swear to God, I'm an actual mom. I swear to God. They look like I have to be the one cosplaying a Disney character instead. Let me find a sword. I swear to God, this goofy thing better not become a thing. Cosplay is your favorite Musume. I don't play the game, no. I don't play it. I don't play the game. The fact that you instantly remember that I was the one who did it, I know. Oh God. Yes, I love you very much. Anyway. But we did do what we set out to do. We figured out what my costume is going to be, and for the actual ASMR itself, it's just going to be a nice wholesome time with me as Goofy. How did I get here? Anyway. But let's see. Do I feel like rating? Because sometimes I don't rate as much as I used to. Actually, just because like streams being weird when it came to Chrome, I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Yep, it'll be a yucking good time. Someone help. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, but thank you very much everybody for showing up. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna try and get my outfit done by the 19th. Let me look here. The 19th. I will make an announcement. If I do finish it on time, I'll make an announcement probably like next Monday. But yeah, thank you very much everybody for stopping by. Thank you very much to my lurkers. You're all wonderful, hanging out in the back. Love you very much. Make sure to be good, behave, and don't be a menace. And I swear I'm not gonna keep dressing up as Goofy. Okay. Good night, everybody. You have a good night, okay? Love you.